Hello, my dear viewers. Stay updated with all the latest WWE news and matches. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to never miss an update. Let's dive in today. As we step into the year 2025, the world of professional wrestling continues to evolve, delivering jaw-dropping moments that leave fans on the edge of their seats. Among the unforgettable moments that have defined the modern era of WWE, one match stands out, shaping the future of women's wrestling and rewriting history. The clash between Sasha Banks, the SmackDown Women's Champion, and Bianca Belair, the winner of the 2021 Royal Rumble, at WrestleMania 37, will forever be etched in the annals of WWE as one of the greatest battles to ever grace the grandest stage of them all. In this deep dive, we will revisit the journey of these two women to WrestleMania, the tensions that led to their heated rivalry, the epic encounter that changed WWE, and the lasting legacy they both created. Building the rivalry. The journey to WrestleMania for both Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair was nothing short of extraordinary. Sasha, a seasoned veteran of WWE, had proven herself as a dominant force in the women's division, holding the SmackDown Women's Championship with pride. As the boss of WWE, Sasha's persona was one of confidence, skill, and resilience. But even she knew that the arrival of Bianca Belair marked a new chapter in women's wrestling. Bianca had quickly become a force to be reckoned with, and her Royal Rumble victory solidified her as the next big thing in WWE. Entering the match at number 3, Bianca's incredible athleticism and strength set her apart from the other competitors, and her eventual victory earned her the right to challenge for the SmackDown Women's Championship at WrestleMania. From the moment their paths crossed, it was clear that Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair were destined for greatness. Sasha, with her unmatched experience, was an established champion who had battled the top women in the division. Bianca, on the other hand, represented a new era, one where strength, athleticism, and determination were key to success. As the weeks passed, the tension between the two women mounted. The promos became more intense, the mind games more personal, and the rivalry quickly reached a boiling point. The mind games and personal stakes. Sasha Banks, always the strategist, began targeting Bianca's insecurities, trying to break her mentally before they even stepped into the ring. Sasha, a master manipulator, mocked Bianca's signature braid, calling it a gimmick and dismissing it as nothing more than a distraction. This was not just an attack on Bianca's appearance, but on her identity. Bianca's braid was more than just a hairstyle. It was a symbol of her strength, her heritage, and her connection to her roots. Sasha's words cut deep, and the rivalry became more than just a battle for the title. It became a personal war. Bianca, however, was not one to be easily rattled. She had already proven herself in WWE, having dominated in NXT and earned the respect of her peers. Sasha's attempts to undermine her only fueled Bianca's determination to prove that she was not just a contender, but the future of WWE. In response to Sasha's mockery, Bianca made it clear that her braid was not a mere accessory. It was a weapon, a symbol of empowerment, and she would use it to take Sasha down at WrestleMania. As the rivalry escalated, it became evident that this match would be more than just a championship contest. It would be a battle of pride, identity, and legacy. The tension was palpable, and the WWE Universe eagerly awaited the moment when these two fierce competitors would finally clash. WrestleMania 37. The stage is set as WrestleMania weekend arrived. The excitement surrounding the match between Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair reached a fever pitch. Fans from all over the world tuned in, knowing they were about to witness history in the making. The stage at WrestleMania 37 was set. and the energy in the arena was electric. This wasn't just a championship match, it was a battle for supremacy, a defining moment for the future of WWE's women's division. Sasha Banks entered first, oozing confidence and charisma, as only she could. Dressed in her trademark style, she carried herself with the swagger of a champion, ready to defend her title against the up-and-coming challenger. But when Bianca Belair's music hit, the atmosphere shifted. The crowd erupted into thunderous applause as Bianca made her way to the ring, her presence undeniable. Bianca had already proven herself by winning the Royal Rumble, and now she was ready to show the world that she could overcome the final obstacle in her path: Sasha Banks. As the two women stood across from each other in the ring, the energy was palpable. The stakes were high, and it was clear that this was going to be an all-out war. The bell rang, and the match began with both women charging at each other, eager to prove their worth. An all-out war. The match unfolds. From the very first moment, it was clear that this would be no ordinary match. Sasha and Bianca went back and forth, each woman displaying her unique skills. Sasha, with her technical expertise, tried to outmaneuver Bianca, targeting her weakness. Bianca, however, was a powerhouse, using her strength and agility to counter Sasha's every move. The match featured brutal strikes, high-flying maneuvers, and an intensity that only WrestleMania could bring. But just as the match seemed to reach its peak, a shocking moment occurred that would change the course of the battle. Sasha Banks, ever the strategist, attempted to use Bianca's braid against her. For weeks, she had mocked it, belittled it, and now, in a move that seemed designed to humiliate Bianca, she tried to target it. But Bianca was ready. In a stunning display of strength and willpower, she turned the tide of the match, using her braid as a weapon. With a flick of her wrist, Bianca lashed out, the braid striking Sasha across the back with a sharp, crackling sound that echoed throughout the arena. The crowd gasped in shock as Bianca continued to whip Sasha with her braid, each strike more brutal than the last. It was a moment of pure domination, and it was clear that Bianca was not just using her hair as a prop, but as an extension of herself, a tool of destruction that no one had anticipated. The WWE Universe was in awe as Bianca showed the world just how dangerous she could be. This was no longer just a wrestling match, it was a fight for respect, a battle that would define both women's legacies. Bianca's use of her braid as a weapon was a game-changer. She whipped Sasha into the corner and then launched herself into the air with a flying crossbody, sending Sasha crashing to the mat. But that wasn't all. Bianca grabbed her braid again, using it like a lasso to drag Sasha around the ring, humiliating the champion and showing her dominance. The final moment. Bianca's victory. As the match neared its conclusion, both women were battered and bruised, their bodies marked by the brutal battle they had just waged. Sasha, despite her experience and skill, found herself on the receiving end of Bianca's relentless assault. The tides had shifted, and it was clear that Bianca Belair was on the verge of history. In a final, climactic moment, Bianca hoisted Sasha up for her devastating finishing move, the kiss of death. With all the strength she could muster, Bianca slammed Sasha to the mat, leaving the champion helpless. The referee counted to 3, and the WWE Universe erupted into a frenzy of cheers as Bianca Belair was crowned the new SmackDown Women's Champion. The crowd went wild, celebrating Bianca's hard-earned victory, while Sasha Banks lay in the ring, devastated by the loss. Bianca's victory wasn't just a win for her. It was a victory for the entire women's division. She had overcome one of the greatest champions in WWE history, proving that she was more than just a contender. She was the future of WWE. The aftermath, a controversial victory. As the confetti fell and Bianca celebrated her victory, Sasha Banks remained in the ring, her body bruised and broken. She had given everything in that match, but it wasn't enough. The heartbreak on her face was unmistakable as she stared up at the WrestleMania sign, knowing that she had just lost the biggest match of her career. In a surprising twist, Bianca lifted Sasha into the air one last time and delivered the kiss of death once more, sending a message to the WWE Universe and cementing her place as the new champion. The crowd cheered, but there was a sense of mixed emotions in the air. While Bianca's victory was a moment of triumph, the brutality of the match and the use of her braid as a weapon left some fans divided. Social media exploded with reactions, with some praising Bianca's dominance and others questioning whether her use of the braid was excessive. Some fans felt that the braid whipping went too far, arguing that it crossed the line from wrestling into a beatdown. WWE legends also weighed in, with some calling the match historic and others debating whether Bianca's tactics were fair. Triple H, always the voice of reason, addressed the controversy during a press conference, acknowledging the significance of the match while also admitting that Bianca's use of the braid had pushed the boundaries of what was acceptable in WWE. A new era in WWE Women's Wrestling. Despite the controversy surrounding the match, Bianca Belair's victory at WrestleMania 37 solidified her as one of WWE's top superstars. She had proved that she was more than just a challenger. She was a champion in her own right. But the questions lingered. Could Sasha Banks recover and reclaim her title? And how would this rivalry evolve after such a brutal and controversial encounter? One thing is for sure, the WWE Universe will be watching closely as this rivalry continues to unfold. Bianca's victory has set the stage for a new era in WWE Women's Wrestling, one where strength, athleticism, and personality will define the next generation of superstars. As we look ahead to 2025 and beyond, we can only imagine the incredible moments and matches that await us in the world of professional wrestling.